Just talking about this lane panel, did mention it. The IO Slardar, kind of the dream versus most of these physical cores, melee cores. Pudge could have some trouble, already seeing him, of course, starting with Ring of Protection. We'll see what Scam's going to be able to do to offset that. He can, of course, offset that as a chance for the better heroes. Of course, you can find creeps, just like an Ogre Frost Mage eventually, you know, throwing it on your Pudge. You'll be able to help him out a lot, so eyes on Scam to see what.
Step lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Both teams there looking to maybe get a bit of a fight going.
Both teams, none of the D wards. All the wards are still up. Placed down, but find anything but a sentry itself. And we did get the first hook, it was a miss. 0 for 1 on the hook.
So we're going to see any sort of lane switch-ups?
Ooh, this is a bit different. Okay, they're actually going to pair the Techies with the Slardar.
Okay.
It is a... I think the reasoning is because of IO. Techies and TA, that sounds like lane overall, so just wanting to help him out. But now look at the dodge. So they're scouting out the lane matchups. Pudge is going bottom, doesn't want to lane versus the Slardar. He wants to lane versus TA. That's literally why they picked it. So let's see what reactions OG does.
Step do they? Your Admiral is on board.
Question. I think they probably... it's tough because I don't know if you want to move a TA into your off lane, right? That's always a bit of a question mark there. I'm not sure if they will actually change it. Because I think putting Yoragi up there just puts him at risk of Boom switching the lanes up, and then they have a Pudge in safe lane versus a TA off lane, which is disastrous. So I actually think you have to keep it.
All right, well, yeah, Boom's going to be rather happy.
Yeah, I would imagine so. We do see the Meld come out immediately, level 1 from Yoragi, just to be able to pressure Jackie a little bit. But yeah, I think Boom, they've got what they wanted. Oh, really dodging. Sure, FBZ, he's still probably going to suffer a little bit up here, but you know, it's not the punch who can carry that is something. And he should still be very tanky too, right? The shield crash, now that it's been reworked, it's 20% reduction at all levels. He can actually survive quite well up here. And disengage, of course, with Swashbuckle.
I mean, I would imagine with this top lane OG, once they've got a few levels in, then they've got pretty decent kill potential, right? You know, just sort of the chase, the crush and the bashes, setting up for Chu to land all of his damage.
For the most part, yeah, just like I was saying, the shield clash reduction, that can be something that offsets it. Also the way to just jump away with Swashbuckle. Tim's probably gonna die, but he's also got Shadow. So he's got a lot of ways, they've got a lot of ways to play around it up top, I'd say. Bottom is the lane, bottom I think is the most fun lane, because it's gonna be a Pudge TA where Pudge has no armor.
Body blocks in from Tiger.
Really nice body blocks in fact.
Dyer's Curry.
Got the Meld.
They got him. Job done. First blood for Yoragi.
Yeah, beautiful.
Definitely off the back of those excellent moves from Tiger.
That was actually just like perfect body blocks, really. I think they got the secondary Meld after he still had the debuff, maybe for like a second too, so an extra bit of damage was enough. 12-second duration, that 11-second cooldown, it just came up.
See if they find themselves the situation to that sort of aggression again. It's probably only going to get harder as levels comes in for Pudge.
I agree. And also, it's like the Chen starts getting levels where he also skills, like he in this lane, I think getting Divine Favor is pretty good. Armor, really nice for Pudge. And as he gets these creeps, that'll... Looking at mid, seeing Yopaj, he's smashing the mid lane at the moment.
Lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Much, getting more than double the overall last hits in terms of last hits and denies against that of BZM.
He already has both of his bracers. And BZM, he's gone for the bottle build. So look at the damage disparity, really. 75 damage on the Kunkka to 64.
I mean, Yopaj can definitely go for BZM. Okay, he's got the bottle charges, so he's getting a little low there.
I'm surprised he didn't like X him and go like run over and try to go for it.
Could have done a lot of damage,
maybe, but I think he's just focusing on the CS at the board.
You're welcome.
Spear backs, not quite able to get Yopaj in range of the...
He has to be careful.
He might die. Dead. He's going to have to ball charges. If he can line up a Tidebringer here, I think
he's going to die. Oh, he got the fairy fire
though. I might still be careful, BZM. Oh my God, he's living on the edge here.
Give me a little bit of a heart attack. I mean, either way, though, look at Yopaj's CS. 21-8, 10-2. He is, just like last game, even though he didn't dominate the lane, he's feeling that momentum from last game, I feel.
BZM can't really get close for this wave either. He comes anywhere near this and he's getting caught by a Tidebringer.
I wonder if I wonder who's going to be asking for the rotation. I think BZM needs it, but...
Someone's got to help out.
I think Boom's going to double check the runes and BZM's going to have to go back to base.
We'll check this out again, that fairy fire from BZM.
He pushed the limits.
Yeah, but
but look at the rotations now. Tim's even making his way mid. Torrent connects. They've
He
got
might be
the
dead
clear.
this time. He certainly is. Yopaj able to step up, take him down. This mid lane continuing to be completely brutal. In 23 and 12 against the 10 and 2, and a solo kill for Yopaj on top of that.
And it's a good game for the Kunkka too, because he is playing versus these physical damage cores. He can itemize to get tankier, and the Rum is going to be really useful too. And playing versus IO also, it's pretty tough when you're playing versus Kunkka. Like, you just get one-shotted by cleaves even in some of these team fights. So yeah, Yopaj off to a fantastic start, and I'm looking forward to see the changes, because I haven't actually gotten the chance to cast the Kunkka yet today, or in the last few days.
The new
talents, of course, that got reworked and moved around. Sure, you get the damage talent later, but now you actually have a slow with 10 that can be...
Okay. Yeah, it definitely makes it easier to hit some of those combos. If you've already used the X mark on someone else, you want to try and set up to hit more in the AoE at the Torrent and the boat.
Level 6 already. BZM, he is level 4. He's about to hit 5. That's how big of a difference. Excellent stuff coming around.
Really careful. Sticking around this mid.
My drift rewarded. Never.
Looks like they're going to make a move. I think Scam wants to perhaps set up for a kill. They have the boat combo, and BZM is...
If they kill him again, it's...
sitting low. They're going to go for it.
His game's going to be in a very rough spot. The setup. See backup coming in and from Chu, but nothing to be done. BZM already down a second time. Boom. Continuing as a team now to just bully him out of this mid lane and make sure that he just doesn't have a start to it at all.
They're tanking for the catapult too. This is a concern. They might need a +1. Mars is up in 8 seconds, but Tower's going to take significant damage.
Chu will be able to pick off Tims to the side, but he may die for this. X mark's up in a second. Yopaj wants to set up on the Techies.
Radiant's bottom. Chu will scout.
This should definitely be a kill. A couple of hits with the Torrent.
Got a Fairy Fire also, so a little tanky. Might be able to survive.
All right, yeah, BCM. A little bit of a spear as well to push him back. Chu's going to be able to walk it off.
They're thinking about going for it. They're not spear up though. Yopaj's going to get his bottle filled.
Going to get the Invis rune as well. A spear from BZM. Allow him to grab that bottle up. Maybe if he can get the 6 online soon, it could set up for some action to try and get him back in the game.
Really nice moves from Chu. I think he kind of salvaged all that. Sure, the Mars, he does end up going down, but I think Chu ends up like slowing down a little bit of that push. It's sure it's a half damage on the tower, but ends up moving them away from it. I think the tower would have died if he didn't actually pull the Kunkka to chase him, because Kunkka would have just finished off the tower perhaps. So some nice moves at least from the Techies to offset the disaster that really was happening in mid.
Step lively
and Chu now continuing to look to help mid lane, because I think he knows Amar doesn't need help up top anymore. Yeah, looking at those side lanes, Amar at the top, and same thing for Yuragi down bottom. Now they're making a move though, Yuragi.
See Jackie in on top of him. First crown will connect, but indeed Jackie's rather low, so has to sort of stay out to the side for now.
Heals from Tiger.
Step lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Try and chase down Tims, but Tiger on his own won't have enough damage to kill Tims. Be careful with how he tethers as well if Jackie finds the angle for a hook.
Yeah, so Jackie, he's got the Vanguard, but when he gets hit from the Meld and even the Blightstone, he's actually like negative armor. He's quite squishy when they are able to turn onto him, Jackie.
Still a few creeps away from the level 6 as well.
Yeah, I think he has to bring the chainmail out ASAP. Because sure, yeah, like I said, he's got Vanguard, he's got some damage block, but the physical damage is just a bit too much right now.
Teammate BZM stepping up pretty far.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to give Yopaj the opportunity to set up with the combo. They'll bring in Tims for that extra bit of control and damage. As BZM taken down.
Chu at least takes the rune. He steals the DD rune from bottom, so Yopaj won't be getting
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But another kill. There's Yopaj. He's really, again, running away with this one. Such an excellent start, putting so much emphasis on mid. Top, although, as we mentioned, Amar, he's having an excellent time. FPZ's actually doing pretty decent for this
Radiant's
really difficult
middle
matchup
tower
that he's
is under attack.
Yep.
See what they get with this smoke. They want to try and make the move towards top. Shut down Amar.
No both, but they should have more than enough with the Pango roll.
If any sort of backup's going to be able to come in for OG, I don't know if it would get there in time anyways. Pretty far up the lane, Amar.
Step lively now. Your Admiral
Set up, curse crown, another bounce back.
Dire's middle tower is under
Be able to
attack.
slowly but surely take him down. Successful move from Boom.
Turn acquired as well. FBZ had that one finished up. So really successful kill.
Dire's
Now
middle
also the
tower
bounty rune
is under
respawns. Look at
attack.
BZM. He's actually racing toward it to try to take it from Yopaj. 2 of them, in fact. Will he be able to get away,
though? In the
though?
brambles.
Uh-oh, boat's up.
I think he's going to die for this one.
Uh-oh, BZM.
He has the arena. The setup's still there for the torrent into the boat. Chu throwing some mines up at the side, but FBZ's already swept and crossed him with the swashbuckle. Finishes off the job. May get the bounty rune, but it costs him his life.
This is, I think, the roughest game maybe roughest game or roughest series for BZM I've seen in ages. He is 0-4 this game. Last game he had an excellent lane start, but the game afterwards, they put all the attention on him. Hip scam, as well as Yopaj just always finding his number. It's the same thing this game. BZM trying to go for some type of play where he denies the runes away, but ends up paying with his life.
I think you get Scam in the river. Scam does have backup. But, well, of course, very quickly here into the ult. The question is if Yopaj can get some kills in return or get Chu.
Kill hole!
Top net with Kunkka up coming out now.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
sort of for OG, do they really sort of have some great sort of moves they can make around BZM's arena to try and get him the action to bring him back into this?
Not too much, really. Like, it's the Techies who's really the big damage dealer inside of it. The TA isn't going to want to participate versus this draft. There's way too much, too many things that break his instances of reflection. There's Pudge, Kunkka, Pango. There's a lot of different things that I think getting involved early for Yuragi is going to be really hard. Spear off the mark.
He's going to miss it, BZM.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can still find the kill. He's pretty low, but TP backup coming in now. OG, got to be careful, especially BZM being as low as he is.
Boat's back up again.
If Yopaj can get the setup, he's going to turn towards Amar. Comes down with the arena spear off, but he was already able to throw the bow out, so Amar's already dead.
BZM.
He's ticking down to the earth.
Is under attack.
Swashbuckle, will hit a little bit. You see in Yopaj, they'll run him down. I mean, BZM, he's dead yet again.
And now Chu likely to drop as well. Tips is
back
here.
up. Yopaj has the control back into the brambles. He's at the same time down bottom OG. They're making their efforts on towards Jackie, and they will succeed. So getting something on the other side of the map, but top lane losing 3 heroes. And again, BZM's game being held completely behind everyone else's.
They actually have like no mid laner at this point. He is 3,000. He's the same net worth as almost a Chen now.
Chen's catching up.
Yeah.
He's probably going to take over if another move like that happens.
I do think so. They have to now somehow find some space for BZM. I think Amar might have to start sacrificing himself to move around so BZM finds some space, because this is devastating. He's really the big team fight that rallies. He's the team fight that rallies the rest of the heroes to actually work, right? The Techies and the Slardar be able to follow up. With him having this rough of a game, projection into the mid game looks unbelievably difficult for those team fights. They're playing into Willow, Pango, Kunkka. It's just a massive advantage for Boom just naturally from their spells.
Radiant's bottom
And now,
tower is under
although they've been
attack.
having this dominance in the early game, they actually haven't gotten any power runes because OG somehow denied most of them. Now they're finally going to get a big one for Yopaj and DD.
Dire's top tower is under
The
attack.
next move that Yopaj is going to make will
Radiant's
certainly
structures
hurt.
are
Not that it wouldn't have without it. I mean, they're already
Radiant's bottom
5-0-5.
tower is under attack.
Very much on track to keep as high of a kill participation as he had in game 1 on his back.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Setting up again, I mean, with the DD rune, he is so potent.
Power is gone though, so
Dire's
limited
top
backup
tower has
will be
fallen.
available.
Okay.
So nothing to be said up
Reload.
here.
They're going to go for him, it looks like.
I mean, okay, combo.
But they're ready.
Oh, that's a risky relocate. Fear the rolling thunder. That was a relocate gone wrong. They're all dead.
They're all
He's
dead.
also going to die here. That weren't the play.
Yopaj is going to have a BKB pretty soon. Oh, God. The relocate in front of him just sets it up for him.
I mean, they were ready to throw all the spells at that, and as close to the tier 2 as it was. I mean, there was no struggle for Boone to bring in even more backup.
Oh, and this is going to be a rough one.
That was not the move to get them back in on this game. It absolutely was not. They fall further behind. Boom now up 14-5, 4K lead.
Yuragi's like, man, I'm having a pretty good game. I'm farming pretty well. Wait, what the? Brought up top, dies immediately. 2-1 now for him. This Boom. I think they're really starting to not much run away with the game, but just, yeah, you're starting to see the projection of what's going to... He is so squishy. And they just keep getting on him.
I mean, he's TP'd in it. They immediately get him with the setup. They're ready to dive beyond the tower and take him down.
He's dead. Yopaj. They've got a lot of damage on him.
They're not killing Yopaj. They're not killing Yopaj. Boom's killing every one of them. I mean, Yuragi and Amar, they're trying to run, but the X-Mark and Torrent once again for Yopaj, catching out Amar, 3 dead.
You're not the worst of your
See if they
night.
can even dive in for Yuragi, though. Tease around with him. With the Cursed Crown and the Bramble.
Oh my, they're going to keep going. They both 3 seconds.
So we will see Tiger come over to try and help out with the tether. They can keep him held alive, but there's the control with Torrent. He's gone. You're right. He's out Tiger as well. We'll see how much they play on, but this one's kind of feels over for them.
I agree. They don't have a mid laner. Their carry is countered with multiple different heroes that Boom has set themselves up for. How do you play?
You just got to look at the net worth. You know, Skem and Tim's up just 100 gold or so from taking over the farm of BZM.
He's zero
supports in 14 minutes.
0 and 7 on. Like I said, I never have seen a game like this from BZ. Boom is just putting all the attention on him, and it's working perfectly. Yopaj 8-0-10. He has higher kill participation this game. He actually does somehow so far.
I mean, as I said, it does still rely on results of other series that are currently being played. You know, obviously, one part of Boom having a chance of moving on does require them to get the 2-0 here, and yeah, you can certainly feel it.
Yep.
They're not messing around in this one. This is again top stuff from Boom coming out in the second game.
They're so farmed. Like Spirit Vessel even done on FBZ. Jackie's halfway to Axe. Everybody has kind of the solution already versus OG's draft. Now you see the armor, of course, being built up on everybody. They have the mech on Skem, very natural, but Willow with the medallion, so you have pretty much all the answers now versus the Slardar corrosive meld that maybe could have sometime came to fruition. It's all answered. So for OG, it's one of the more awkward battles I feel like we've seen. And in 15-minute marks, it's 93% win probability.
Yeah, just on Jackie.
And it's this lineup, like there's a TA and a Slardar on one side, and they're the team that's not able to secure the Roshan early. How rough everything's gone.
BZM will get a courier,
but he's gonna pay with his life.
I think he may just do so indeed.
Fancy.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, there we go.
So Jackie is in trouble for once. That's the first life,
but he's got backup.
I don't think they're going to be able to do it a second time. Yopaj already looking to see if he can get a grab with the X mark.
Admiral is on board.
Yes, BKB. He's on building the AC next, so like you said, answers toward the minus armor. Gets the X.
He's got Yuragi in the setup. Jackie's ready to walk this down.
It's an easy one.
Oh,
he goes for the hook onto the relocate. Nice try. Great reload.
Okay, yeah, Tiger this time round. The relocate is going to be appreciated by Yuragi.
Okay.
Does save his life. Of course, Tiger on the way back out. Maybe over towards a mine. A bit of a chance.
And now north.
Get the arena down.
Nice hook.
So yeah, saving him there on minimal HP. To get Skem out to the side there. Great moves from Jackie. Boom, despite that jump from OG, and it looked to be a good spot for OG. They don't actually kill anyone. Boom's going to keep everyone alive.
All right, wow. I mean, also Tiger somehow survives all of it too. Okay, that was pretty impressive. Considered OG. Probably pretty thankful that ended up that way. Did have to use a lot to save him. Mars ult is down, and they're still completely on the back foot. But they didn't die. But now
they're ready to dive tier 2s, you know, Boom.
Ooh, tumble.
BZ might be able to turn his attention towards Chu, but a little too risky. About teasing around with them, but already under half HP. Doesn't want to mess with them whilst the Rolling Thunder was about to come to an end.
They don't need to really force the issue too much here. I think they know how far ahead they are. Go back, claim high ground. You're preventing the TA draft from ever farming Ancients. They are also just blocking the Ancients, in fact, too. I don't think they need to because they have control of it, but just, you know, just great preparation. Boom knows exactly what they're playing against. This is
the replay here, the save from Tiger as Yuragi gets gone upon.
I thought he actually didn't have the tether, so that was really well played from Tiger. And nice try from Jackie, you know, just kind of expecting a reload coming from somewhere.
Dyer.
BZM. He made it away. They saw him for a second, but he
this Tumbler's saving his life a couple of times. Top lane, big push from Skem.
Radiant are
There's the army going to work with these skeletons. We'll force out the fortification. Oh, he's got BZM. Jackie.
Where's his backup?
Able to grab him here. As soon as he TP's in, he's going to try and run away from this. See Skem attempt to block him off, but BZM will be able to run through them.
Here comes Yopaj, the pig hole.
He's in on top of him. That's going to be BZM dead for sure. I mean, already Yopaj ready to go for more, and he's got the setup on Chu. Finds him with the X mark. It's going to be 2 more dead on the top lane. Godlike for Yopaj.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Domination, really. 2-2 dropping, gonna continue the push as well. Glyph does reset, of course, with this new stuff. So they will have Glyph at least for the high ground for some moments, but The army, it's not
They've
small.
got such a push here. Yeah,
Look at the rally.
It's going to tear through these buildings.
9 stacks for that rally at the moment. So back up, Jackie doesn't care, he'll tank the tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Give a little bit more,
right.
respect, as that Mars and Techies are respawning. I think they also have, what, Ags is coming out right now? Yeah, Jackie's got it finished. And like we said, they're not in the biggest rush. Force the glyph, now they back up, they know they have window to go pretty much anywhere on the map. OG in the meantime trying to get some farm, just trying to stall and avoid these fights for Yoragi,
Radiant's
but
middle tower
he's
is
nowhere
under
near
attack.
being able to fight for side
Dire's
of
bottom
blue.
tower is under attack.
Mark, we'll run into them.
Pretty far away from any potential backup as well.
Dire's bottom tower.
He was kind of breaking the smoke, I gotta be honest. I think he looked like he was reading that they were gonna go gank the TA, and he just runs in and he's like, well, I'm gonna give my life. I mean,
FBZ's found BZM again.
they're just fine. There's
BZM
no space for
tried to
OG.
get out in the mid lane. Was able to clear the creeps out, but he'll die once more. And then we'll see how sort of his scoreline continues to go. But yeah, 0-10-0. I can't imagine you'll ever probably see this again or have ever seen this from BZM. This is quite the KDA, and not in the good way.
Yeah, like I said, I've never seen
Radiant's middle tower
some rallies.
is under attack.
Pushing the mid tower down too. Also trying to set up for bottom.
I mean, they're going to have it, Sims. He's got the opening with the fear.
Look at the reload out.
Okay, Tiger's able to save Yoragi once more.
And they're trying to actually set up for mid. Chu looking to clear out the creeps a bit since some heroes did leave, but Jackie's still in the area.
Radiant's
Ooh,
middle
not quite able to get the
tower is
hook.
under attack.
Still trying to run down Scam, but with Jackie at his side, and Mark can't commit to take down the Chen. Lead off to the side, Tiger will die on the return.
And now we do get the Kunkka to get. Ooh, he actually doesn't even take the damage talent. Look at that. 30% torrent. Torrent talent.
It heals like the salty air.
I like it, extra bit of control. Back in action,
Back in
BZM.
action.
I thought he was still dead, but apparently he just respawned and he just died again.
Your admiral is on board.
It's rough.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Will he get a kill or an assist before the game's over?
I don't think
That is the question.
It's not gonna happen.
In terms of some things being very like round and like special, that you're probably going to hope for like the 0 and then whatever the depth is 0, because you just never see that. It's such a crazy stat.
He's in with the BKB.
Jackie's falling pretty quickly. Not quickly enough. He's out to the side. They're looking for Yopaj, but the BKB's up. Yopaj is fine. He can even look to set back up onto them as he has the X-Mark control onto Yoragi. BZM back in action, and FBZ will have to back away. They have enough regen and sustain to keep Yoragi fine.
What can I do?
You won't lose anyone that time round.
Boom, able to tank up too. That was the BKB reveal. Amar just charges in trying to commit for a kill, but too tanky on Boom. As we said, they've itemized. They know how to deal with this physical damage. Plate mail, Pupil's Gift, like little things on the Pudge too to add extra armor. All these little things. And extra medallion even on Chen, like we said. They know what they're playing. It's the only thing they need to do, tank up on physical, and they're good to go.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Of course, Roshan. So we'll see when that wants to back up.
Oh, and now they also even find an Ogre Frost Mage, though. Yeah, even less physical damage going to be going out there.
Yeah, well,
47
Radiant's
armor
bottom
on Pudge.
tower is under attack.
Oh, what's that? 71%
Radiant's
physical
bottom
resistance.
tower has fallen.
No way you're going to be bringing him down.
I just noticed that Jackie's had quite a peaceful game in terms of involvement. He's had 26 kills,
Yeah.
just 2 and 2. He's only been involved in 4 of the 26 kills. Jackie's been chilling.
I mean, it's been Yopaj show, man.
Yeah.
10 and 11 on 10-0-11.
10-0-11 Yopaj.
Even FBZ, you know,
And
this tango.
Jackie's just been enjoying the ride.
Yep. Spectacular game from the 4 of Boom. Jackie just gets a watch on the sidelines and think, yes, I'm a Pudge.
He's having a great time. as anyone is when they're playing the Pudge.
Radiant's bottom tower
I'll
has
get the
fallen.
connection. Now that'll allow Jackie to walk in. Look at dismember. Grab Amar. Amar's gone. Tiger's dead as well.
I mean, they've endured some pain. I'm surprised they're still in this one. Chu also gets taken out.
That's going to be the bottom racks. Almost certainly more. And we might see OG give one more shot at it in a team fight.
Maybe to get
Probably
BZM a
in the
kill,
game.
right? To get BZM a
Let's
kill and
get-
assist. That's what they
let's
want.
Give him a kill. Give him an assist. Don't leave him empty-handed here.
He's going to end up... Chu!
As two drops. He's gone for good. Die back, of course, on him. Out for
Radiant's
65.
middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under
Yopaj
attack.
got his BKB now on top of the desk. May be able to have a chance of surviving.
He's gonna have to pop it right away.
He's going to say might be forced to. Look at the hook! At the arena!
He melted.
It's a long stun on Yopaj and the fear as well. Yoragi's not even getting a chance to put the BKB. He's dead. GG is called. Boom. 24 minutes in. A 31-5. Completely destroy OG here and get that 2-0 they need to have a chance of holding on this competition. As I said, let the pack.